Hi there, this is Christian Bates, author of Calming Colic. I wanted to have a little chat with you today about something called epigenetics. Long, unusual word that you don't really need to know in your daily life, but epigenetics means above the gene. So, about our DNA and actually how we can alter our DNA. And quite amazingly, we actually can alter our DNA. We can improve it by eating well, living well, thinking good thoughts, or we can harm it by smoking, drinking, thinking negatively, eating poorly, things like this. But some research fairly recently had showed that having a C-section delivery actually altered the epigenetics in the newborn. Now, the title of this bit of research was Caesarean Delivery and Hematopoietic Stem Cell Epigenetics in Newborn Infant, Implications for Future Health. Now, what mum is going to see that or read that? No one is going to come across this, and sort of unfortunately, as usual, there's some great research out there, but it doesn't get through to you mums, and what's more, usually it has a negative spin, and really we want to find the positive from it, that it can help you. So a C-section delivery turned out that it changed the DNA, particularly in the immune system in the baby. So it showed that it had a negative impact on the immune system of the baby. However, epigenetics means you can actually improve your DNA, and this is so important to me. This research shows this slightly negative aspect of having a C-section. Well, let's spin some positive onto that. Something called methylation factors, which are actually just nutrients, are able to correct these DNA changes. So what the research doesn't show is that this C-section may have these negative implications to the DNA, but you can actually correct that by eating well. And the foods that do this are the leafy greens, beans, some fruit, whole veg, egg yolks, meat, liver, oily fish. These have in them these methylation factors, B6, B12, betaine, folate. These can actually improve possibly what the C-section has done negatively to the DNA. Now, this is not part of the research. This is my positive spin on it. So if you have had a C-section and then these DNA changes have occurred, if you were then to eat plenty of these foods, improve your B6, B12 and betaine and folate with these foods, then probably you'll be reversing the implications of the C-section. Now, nutritionally, when I go on to these big conferences and things, they always bring up the subject of these AGOUTI mice. And this is a really well-known study for epigenetics. The AGOUTI mice, when they are born, they are genetically predisposed to being overweight, having diabetes and other diseases. So you can see the mouse on the left. But what they did was they fed pregnant mice these methylation factors, like I've just showed you, these vitamins and minerals and things. And what happened is the offspring of these mums actually completely had a reversal of all these issues that they should have from their DNA. So you can see that this little mouse to the right has even different coloured fur. It's slim. It wasn't predisposed to obesity, obviously, or diabetes and cancer. So by feeding the mother these methylation factors when it was pregnant with this mouse, that mouse had much better health. So basically reversing these epigenetic changes. So this is what I'm trying to get across to you. If you have had a C-section, in fact, every pregnant mother should eat well, but it is possible to reverse these changes from having a C-section by eating well. So that's my short presentation on epigenetics. I hope you pick up something interesting from that. But in big summary, eat well. Thank you.